Hey everyone, welcome back to another interview. Here with me is Mr. Simon Harris for the second time. Really pleasure to have him here. Simon, how are you feeling, man?
Very well, thanks. Thanks for having me back. It's obviously a pleasure for being here again, so really appreciate the invite.
Awesome. Good to hear that. So, Simon, without further ado, no need to introduce you. You know, people know who you are. Tell me about what you are here to do. You're here to talk about basically leads, right? And from what I read in the sales page, let me just open that up, right? Because I still haven't reviewed it. The big headline is like, need qualified leads for your business. New app finds and nurtures leads. This is a new thing. Who are ideal fit for your offers, a perfect storm of followers and profits. And it's all done via Twitter. So I'm really interested in hearing how it works. Please tell me about it.
Perfect, awesome. So as we all know, the lifeline to all businesses is generating leads. And if you want to expand your business or even start a business, you need leads coming into that to fuel it, to generate cash, and obviously revenue for your business. So what we've done here is we've created a very simple app as well as a process for people to help generate their leads in whatever niche they are. Okay, so it's not just generate, it's nurture as well. Okay, what I mean by nurture is that you're looking after them, you're warming them up, and we give you when you have a look in the software, we'll give you a step-by-step action to how to find the lead, put the lead into the dashboard, and then nurture the lead, and the exact tasks what you have to do. Okay, all within Twitter. Okay, so what we found out, we run a lot of Facebook ads, we run a lot of Instagram ads, we've looked around all the traffic stuff that we can, and what we found out is that Twitter actually has the highest percentage of users that are in the bracket of $50,000 a year plus. Okay, so they have basically people with money, right? The majority of the followers on Twitter have money, right? And the majority of people with this money use Twitter more than just a social tool. They actually use it as a business tool, very much quite like LinkedIn, but more on a social level. It's sort of hard to explain. Okay, so a lot of them people set these Twitter accounts up for more business related stuff, so that if you have a look around, you'll see people are there in their suits and they are more generous. So when it comes to finding leads and warming them up, Twitter is the perfect place. We found we could turn someone on Twitter that obviously as part of a keyword search, which we'll show you very shortly, how you're able to search for these people using just keywords. Okay, so keywords that you put into Google and find these people who are talking about them, people who have them in their profile, people who are selling things, all inside this niche, by just putting it into our software, and it'll generate all these people. You can follow them and then go through the process right there and then. Okay, so it's very, very simple, and we don't need no traffic whatsoever. Literally all you have to have is a Twitter account, okay, and then we've got you covered. Okay, obviously Twitter accounts are free, and you can be able to start right now today generating leads and warming those leads up for your business with our formula and with our tracking, automation tracking dashboard. Okay, so it tracks every single step that we tell you to do. So when you follow, when you can send them a message, when to like their stuff, when to send them a PM, when to tag them in things, when to actually send them an offer, when to ask for phone numbers, or everything like that. We take you through step by step, because it's a formula that we found that works every time. Okay, and that's basically what leads us. Is a concept of going into entering a keyword into the dashboard, finding out people who are already talking about your niche right there and then, following them and following the procedure that we give you, and we track it inside the dashboard step by step, as you can see on the demo, or we'll show you very shortly exactly how to do it. Okay, and that's basically leads in a nutshell. Because what you really need to do is, yes, you can have all the traffic in the world hitting your page, but if they're not ready to buy, then there's no point having them. Leads is different to traffic.
All right, so this is, how will this benefit to the average person? Let's say someone who came to the review and he's doing CPA, a little bit of e-com. How can he benefit from it?
Yeah, so that's what's really good. So if you're running e-com stores, or if you're trying to do CPA offers or affiliate offers, the key is this, that the people on Twitter are already warmed up to your niche. Okay, so if you're selling, for example, say you're selling treadmills or fitness stuff as an e-com store, okay, you can then go and hunt them out and find them and and warm them up through a process. Okay, so if people are looking for fitness stuff or anything like that, you enter the keyword, say health or lose weight, it'll bring up people talking about it, people tweeting about it, people who have goals set there, people have pictures and that, and then you're able to follow them and then follow the process that we have set in place to start selling your items to these people very, very quickly. Okay, so this is perfect if you have got anything really and you need to get generating sales or generating leads into your business. Okay, so we're not talking about mass traffic. I'll tell you straight now, if you want to flood your site with traffic, this isn't exactly for you. If you don't want to, but if you want quality traffic that's ready to buy, then Leadz is definitely for you. And that's how simple it is. It's just going on, clicking a lot of follows, generating some buzz, and then you turning that buzz into traffic that you've already heated up to come and buy your stuff. Okay, because what this will do, it won't just drive good amount of traffic to your site, it'll even help massively with conversions because you followed all the steps that we've put in, and they'll be coming to your website ready to buy. They're not there to come for a browse, they'll be at your website ready to buy because you followed the steps and warmed them up through the process.
So you can basically find buyers in any niche, close them, and basically it's your process, your recommended process that you guys are using, kind of automated into a software. And
yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So you know what's good about it is something proven. It's not about theory. You know, it's a concept that is proven. Instead of doing it manually, you're automating the process and allowing people to go ahead and get results.
And we're also part of it. It's not we just don't automate it. We remind people to so say for example you're like 8 or 9, 3 or 4 steps into the funnel to turn this person into a customer, into a buying person. We'll be sending you reminders on, hey, you haven't finished this step, because what happens is sales, as you know, Tom knows as well, making sales is a process. Okay, so people turn up to a car dealership or wherever you are, even a sales page, there's a process and a time scale of making a sale. And what we do is we give you the process to making that sale, to closing that sale, to dropping the little hints right at the start about the things that are slowly coming, giving them the power to make the decision for themselves. Okay, that's the key. We show you how to drop those little bits of information along the way, that when it comes to actually selling, they've already made their mind up by what you've already shown them in a sort of a soft sell environment. And then when it comes to the hard sell, it's a no-brainer for the customer or the lead.
So you can actually close with it higher price sales, which is rare. You can close 97, 197, 297 sales, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's what's key. And that's where we've been using it. We've been using it to take on social media clients for my offline business, as well as using it, to sell other software. I've used it as a software seller called Lead Accelerator that is priced at 97. We've been using that. So there's been places where we've sold the $2,500 a month package for the social media agency here in the UK, just to local leads, and that was just to local stuff. And then we've also used it to mass sell a $97 software to generate. So there's a fluctuation of being able to drive good amount of sales for a lower price point to getting the right sales for a tuner, because I have to work with that person on a month basis. I want to make sure that I'm a fit for the lead as much as the lead is a fit for myself as well. Okay, so this gives you the full control than just having some auto commenter or auto poster or something like that, or auto follower on Twitter. This is you sitting there, with an automation software, picking the right people that you want. Okay, putting the keywords that you want to use in, and the software, making you do a little bit of work by making sure that that you're warming up the prospect and giving you the teachings that you need, to even then do it, face to face if you wanted to. Say you wanted to go on and do it face to face. It gives you the sort of understanding the process of generating sales by using this automated software for Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That sounds awesome. I love it. Definitely, I love it. I love the concept. I love how it works, how it automates, how you can close. And I like that it's not focused on mass traffic. Too many offers these days, not too many, but many offers these days are are all about selling and they want to go ahead and sell, make a good launch, and the focus is, mass traffic or some kind of gimmicky thingy, but you have something proven, and you're not trying to come here and say, hey, I got the latest, shiniest offer. You're coming here and saying, hey, I got the offer that works, I got the shit that works, and I want to show it to you.
Yeah, it's not some sort of shortcut or some hack. This is stuff that's helped us generate. This is a process that I've been using as a salesman since the age of 18, when I used to run club nights and stuff. This is a process that I've used, in the real life basis, online, on sales pages, and we're giving it to you basically in a process that says, well, do this first, do this next. If this happens, do this. If this happens, do that. Do this, sell. And as long as everything's gone in the right system, that literally gives you it, and that's a big thing for us, is that it teaches you the process of selling, was actually physically doing it and not sitting in a classroom on a whiteboard, someone trying to tell you something. This is you actually doing it, and they're saying, look, send this message, send that message, it's time to sell now, or you need to send him another message to warm him up. It gives you everything you need to really learn the process and to close and convert any offer. That's
awesome, man. That's really awesome. So when does this launch?
This goes live Valentine's Day. I don't know if everyone around the world celebrates Valentine's Day, but it's 14th of February at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's 4 p.m. GMT time. 9 a.m. PST, I think, or something like that. So yeah, whatever time zone you're on, it's 11 a.m. EST, New York time, that is. So just Google that quickly if you don't know what time zone that is. But it's 4 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. New York time. And that's when we go live on Tuesday, February the 14th.
Awesome. Okay, and what is the early bird price?
The early bird price is $37, which we are going to lock in for 8 hours. Okay, so if you wake up and you see the offer just before you go into work, by the time you finished work, when you think you're going to pick it up, it will be more expensive. Okay, so when you wake up or whenever you have it, make sure that you grab the offer at that time, because we have a really tight time scale on this. We're only actually giving the special launch aspect for 3 days. Okay, so it will turn into a recurring product at the end of the 3 days. At the end of the day, New York time, on February the 17th, Friday, we will be turning this into a monthly. So you have a very short window to get this, and an even shorter window to get it at the cheapest price it'll ever be. Okay, so it's a one-time fee for 3.5 days only. But you'll get it at $37 if you get in at 11 a.m. EST, the early bird offer this coming Tuesday at February the 14th.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I definitely agree with the 3-day launch. I noticed that when you give that window, it definitely converts better. From our standpoint, from a marketer standpoint.
Yeah.
But buyers, I always encourage buyers to learn from the people they buy from. I mean, you can learn from the funnel. You can learn. I mean, you guys, I'm sure you're going to have a great, successful launch.
Thank you very much.
People who buy your product right now, who are interested in buying your product, should definitely, notice how you sell this. Notice your funnel and everything. Going to benefit a lot from it, because it's a good product and it's a good funnel.
Yeah, and that's the key. I think as if any inspiring marketers out there, whatever you buy, understand how you're buying it. Okay, so yes, understand all the advertising you get, but understand the process that happens when you're buying the product. Okay, so the checkout pages, you have a look at what comes next, the thank you page. Have a look at everything that these marketers are doing, because this is how they are. This is how they become successful. This is how they sell. Okay, so understand that. We do a lot of undercover training inside of Leadz about funnels and processes and stuff, and there's a lot of webinar follow-up stuff that I teach, and I do teach a lot to how to basically dissect people's funnels and see how those things from everything do. But yeah, definitely very much pay attention on what you're buying, but very much pay attention on how you come to buy it and what's happening when you're buying it. And that's it's a very good point you've covered there. So, as most of you aspiring marketers, or even if you have huge success in businesses, have a look how the market changes, how someone sells differently, how they sell differently. Because even if you are earning $1 million a month, in 12 months time, the way you used to sell will be different now. The best selling method does change, does move forward, but there's still a core to selling. Okay, so if you're not 100% on how to sell, Leadz is definitely for you, because this will teach you how to sell and give you the core basis of how to sell anything, anywhere, to anyone.
Awesome. Great. Awesome. So let's talk about the upgrades, right? I want to know about the OTO/upgrades, upsells, whatever you want to call it, what they are. Tell me about the first one.
So the first one's called it's called Hijack. Okay, so the reason it's called Hijack, because what we're going to be giving you is that what you find is there's going to be a lot of authorities in most niches. You're going to find authority figures. Okay, so if you look at internet marketing, or making money online, you're going to look at people very much so like Tyler Lopez, Anthony Morrison, Alex Segal. They're going to be big players. And then if you look at tennis stuff, there's like a Twitter for Nike Tennis and things. So if you're selling a tennis product, what you're able to do is actually put Nike's handle into the search engine, and it will bring up all their recent followers in order who followed them last. Okay, the reason why we've done it that way is because the people who are normally following, they are actually what we call hyperactive people. People who are in the space right now, who are looking for information or looking to follow. They have a buzz about your niche. Okay, so what you're able to do is actually put an authority figure, a brand, anyone in the aisle, pull their figures. You're able to hijack these hyperactive people. I'll talk about hyperactive buyers and hyperactive leads a lot in the training inside of Leadz, but it lets you literally upgrade your accounts. You're able to grab and use handles, people's Twitter handles, to pick up the leads, because we all know that these authority figures have the majority market share. So if we can go in and delve in and hijack their traffic and get in front of their traffic first, then that's the whole point. So this is an upgrade. It's not as expensive as the front end, okay? Because it's an add-on, okay? So everything you can do in the front, you can do it with just the front end, okay? You don't need this add-on massively. But if you want to accelerate your results and get in front of those hyperactive buyers and leads, which I talk about, and you'll see why they're so important when you get into the training, it's definitely worth picking up the first upsell for it's $27, so it's going to be at least $10 cheaper than the front end at all times. It will become a little bit cheaper as the price goes up on the front. We want to get in at the cheapest possible price early on, but that's basically O201 right there. It's basically an add-on to be able to get into these hyperactive buyers and hyperactive leads. I
really like it. It's good. It's finding the right people in the right time, and timing is everything. So it's
that's the point thing. Like, timing is everything, and that's why you want to be catching on top of these hyperactive leads very much soon. And what we found through testing is that the hyperactive leads are the ones that are following authority figures, pretty much like the last people to follow these authority figures, because they're out there searching for information, for things to buy. They're literally doing it right now. They're on their phones, on their computers, and they're like, okay, let's have a look what Roger Federer is wearing. So I'm going to follow him on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? And then they're going to go and buy shorts or buy tennis balls or tennis rackets that he's got on his profile picture. They're the hyperactive people you want to catch into right now.
It's kind of like the psychology behind search engine, AdWords and stuff. When you want to advertise on AdWords, you're basically advertising to people who are searching right now for a solution to a certain problem or something, whatever.
That's literally the nail on the head.
Just for free, you're getting the ad space for free. The whole thing here is for free, just hitting them and everything. That's great stuff, man.
Yeah. So that's a really good point we've covered there. I'm definitely going to use that, because I never thought of that AdWords. But yeah, that's what you're doing. You're using it like AdWords, because you're hitting the people who have got the problem right now. Now, and they will spend money to find the solution right now.
Yeah, awesome. So you said 27. What's the other one? The second one?
The second one is basically, this is not going to be for everyone. The price tag on this is actually $97, but what it is, it's an agency rights. Okay, so what you're able to do, you're able to go out there and send a special link to a client or someone else, and the beauty of this is you're able to actually sell the leads. Okay, so you're able to basically grab someone's Twitter account or whatever, and you're able to build up a block a lead. So what we did with this during testing and beta stage, there was 3 ways we actually used this agency license to get sort of results and, you know, make a decision if we were going to offer this or not, you know. We what we did is we actually built up accounts and warmed up accounts ourselves, okay, in certain niches. And what we did then, we actually downloaded the Excel sheet. And basically what we did is, it's an Excel sheet, it's different now. It's actually a link that you're able to send the person. So someone actually is able to buy the leads straight off you, okay? So you can either just create all these follower leads, get the account, build this Twitter account up with people following you back, warming them up, and then sell the Twitter account on to someone in that niche, where they're able to start advertising their stuff to all these new followers, or you know, heated them up. Or the best things we had results. Number 2 was that we actually went into it, started a brand new Twitter account. We built up a huge Twitter account, actually over like 4,500 people in a town. What we did, we built a town up. So we just tagged people in a certain town, used hashtags of that town, built it up. And then what we did, we actually sold it to a local bakery that actually was able then to control that Twitter account with full of people inside their town and just start offering their bakery stuff. Also, we actually sold that to the bakery and built an account, sort of tweet account for them. So that's what you're able to. You're able to, you know, sort of build these accounts up. You're able to, and then also the other way around, if you wanted to manage it for people on a monthly basis, you're able to do that. So it's agency rights to be able to, you know, sell the leads outside the software, build accounts for other people, manage people's other Twitter's accounts. There's a lot of variations you can do with the agency licensing and really generate some really quick revenue straight back in, because whilst you're doing all the work to, you know, generate these accounts for your own products, you might as well just do them for other people's and build up their, you know, your new Twitter accounts, and then able to sell them off as bulk, sell them off as, you know, a monthly recurring. You know, sometimes you can just fill up an account without even doing any of the lead gen and sell them the account over so they can start talking and going through the process themselves. So it's totally up to you what you want to do, but that's sort of agency rights, and that's $97 for that right then, one-off fee during the launch period to be able to, you know, generate that, sell leads, move them on, and things like that.
I'll be honest, I love the OTO one more, but you know why? Not because the OTO doesn't sound good, but because, you know, as you said, it's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone.
It's, you know, it's not for everyone. I know most people watching, you know, will have, you know, in their head will have the idea of what they know, what they want to sell. They want to sell their own stuff, or they already have a product they want to sell. They don't want, maybe, you know, the agency license is definitely people who are looking to add an extra income stream to their business, or an income stream to their life by, you know, generating, selling leads. So if you're doing any social media agency work, this is definitely for you. If you're looking to, you know, if you generate leads and sell leads on, or if you're solo ad vendor, anything, that's definitely for you. But if you want to add another stream, or if you want another product to sell, then the O202 is definitely something for you. But if you just want to focus on, and, you know, I'm very upfront, you know, I'm not telling everyone buy all my products.
Yeah, awesome.
If you've got a product to sell and you just want to focus on one product, then just get, you know, the front end. And if you feel that you want to hit authorities and really accelerate your result, then definitely get O201 there and then. But yeah, like if you're ready to, and you want to sell, sort of, you know, add another, you know, income stream, or package your social media agency, then get O202. But if you just want to sell one product, then definitely pick up one, front end and number 1 as well. Okay,
awesome, cool, great advice. So, do you have any other ones?
No, that's it. They've gone with the days where there was 8 different upsells.
Oh, really? That's it?
We're just keeping it very tight, very thing, because the key for us is that people just get results from it. And we know that between those packages, that we want to keep people really focused on understanding the sales process and generating huge amount of leads and getting huge amount of results with that.
Wow, that's awesome. That's an awesome funnel. You know, most affiliates love a deep funnel. You know why? They want to make the most out of it. Say blah, blah, blah. Okay, awesome. But what I enjoy sometimes, it's very refreshing to have funnels that are not only focused about, they're not focused about squeezing the money out of people, but focused more on, you know, just, you know, it is what it is. You got the first OTO, which is an add-on. You got the second one, an agency. Awesome. That's it. Go home, you know.
Yeah, and that's the key for us, because what we found is, you know, that people get results when they have less things to play with. Again, it's why, you know, we can have, you know, 86 different feature things, and it's great. And we wanted people to really understand the process of selling and understand how how it works and get major results. So what we want to do is keep it confined, keep everyone working inside of one dashboard, and moving forward with that. And what I find is that, yes, of course, as marketers, we want to make as much money as we can on the first bit of the hand, and we'd love to do it. But realistically, we want to see people get really good results, which gives us a huge reputation on the products we sell, which in the long run helps us sell more products further on along the line. Okay, so like what Tom and I were saying earlier on, definitely have a look how marketers are selling to you, and how that's affected. But the key for us with Leadz is that we want to get you in there, get you focused, get you selling, get you understanding the process of selling, and getting you huge results to move down. So we're not going to throw 86 different features that they do, 96 million things. The key for us is getting you in, getting you settled in, getting you generating results straight away.
I like it. Focus, no hype, focus, no mass traffic, all that stuff really makes your launch look good, in terms of value and your willingness to create success and change people's lives and just basically benefit people. So awesome, man. Great job. I like it. Glad to see you being a part of it. And, really best of luck on that launch, really.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I want to say really thanks for coming back on the show. Always love all the stuff you're doing. Really appreciate being here. And I want to thank everyone who's watched and every single time watched the review. Really hope you can just jump in and watch the demo now. Click through Tom's link below the video. Make sure that you clear cookies and stuff if he's got any bonuses he wants to give you. So make sure to get the right bonuses and you want off Tom. Clear your cache and cookies and then click the link. I don't want to be giving them so they can come back and buy through Tom's, okay? So make sure that you clear your cache and cookies, then revisit the page, then click the link, okay?
Thank you.
No way.
Yeah. So, okay. So I think we're kind of ready to wrap this up. We got everything delivered. I think people know exactly what they're walking into. For anyone who's interested in actually seeing the software in action, seeing my bonuses and everything, there's going to be a link to my review, honest review, below if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on my bonus page, it's going to be right above. You actually basically, chances are you already watched the review and only then came to the interview, but who knows?
Everyone's different.
Yeah. And I guess that's it. I mean, before we wrap this up, first off, thank you for coming, man. Really pleasure. Great software, great offer, great funnel, great everything. Really good job, man. And the second thing is, before we wrap this up, any final words, any piece of advice, anything?
I just think for everyone out there, things are changing up there. Industry's changing. Definitely have a think about what goals you want, what you want to achieve. Okay, we're here to make products that sort of play a big part in everyone's goals. If you want to start your own business, we're going to help you, generate leads. Okay, so you definitely should be buying products that link up with each other, even if they're not from us. So if Tom's got a product that talks about converting, writing sales copy, then this is perfect as an add-on. Okay, so don't try and buy too many things that are all over the place, but buy things that are going to help you. And Leadz is a big one that you're going to need, but it doesn't just give you leads, it shows you how to sell as well. And that's what's very, very important. So keep focused on your goals, keep driving forward, make sure you read everything twice, make sure you pick up a book instead of watching House of Cards or Prison Break or whatever you do in the night. Just spend some time reading 10 extra pages or 20 pages a night. Get yourself, absorb the knowledge of everything, watch as many reviews, try and get on as many like Facebook Lives and chats and things like this, because at the end of the day, Tom's been able, has worked himself, given an opportunity to be able to speak to marketers, who are huge marketers that, that you wouldn't necessarily be able to, get on a live call yourself. But Tom gets it there for you. So definitely make sure that you bookmark Tom's review pages, get there to see what marketers are able to say and understand exactly how they understand what they're selling to you and how they're selling it. Okay, so make sure you keep that, stay absorbed, make sure you keep on top of Tom's reviews with all the top marketers in the industry, because that will give you the knowledge and the understanding on how you're able to achieve the success.
Great advice, man. And also thank you once again for the kind words. And yeah, actually I had a really, great pleasure having some great big people around here, people I consider big, you, Luke McGuire, and Joe Botel. So John, I'm sorry. And, it's really a pleasure to have people there. And, before I started the reviews, I didn't imagine when I first hit, for example, Luke for the interview.
Yeah.
Like, no way. he's going to you know, have time for me and stuff. But he's like, yeah, let's hop on an interview.
Yeah, of course, you know, but the reason for that is because you've created and worked hard the opportunity for people to, you know, to say yes, you know, and people want to say yes to you because you put yourself in the position where, you know, myself, Luke, and so we consider you big. We consider people, we want you on our launches because we feel that you add huge value for us. We feel that when you recommend our products, that you know, sends waves through, you know, the customers around and other markets. It plays a big part. It works both ways. It's a big give and take, and so we do really appreciate you giving up your time to interview us about our stuff and promote our stuff and recommend our products and, you know, the products that you know, that we really strive to work really hard, that you guys want to recommend and you guys make honest reviews about. Do you mean there's plenty of products out there, you know, 14, 15 get launched a day?
Yeah.
Literally, like, I wouldn't even pass over to, you know, I understand everyone's trying to, you know, make a buck, but some of the stuff out there isn't quality anymore. And
yeah, definitely.
You have to spend your very own time ciphering through everything. You know, 14 launches a day. You're going to sit down, spend an hour, have a look at these products, look through. So we really do appreciate, you know, the customers who sit here and watch through the reviews to understand more and get a bit of insight on us as marketers, as well as the product, and yourself, obviously, working so hard to give them an honest review, go through the products, which take time. A lot of these products, you know, you don't get results in just one day, and you've got to spend a couple of days on them to show them how it all works. So yeah, plays a big part. I'm hopefully all the customers there really appreciative of the, you know, the shows that you've been doing and the interviews, which are massive. And we, you know, I want to be on this show many times as I can because we love developing products, and, you know, we know that your reviews are honest and that you give out, as long as our products are worthy of it, then you put our products in the best light. So we appreciate that massively.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm coming with a mindset that even if, you know, it's all on YouTube, you know, it's all out there. I'm making it public, obviously. Even after I send it to my list and I move on to the next campaign and everything, this keeps getting recommended from YouTube and everything. Dozens of views a day, sometimes hundreds, and, you know, it just piles up depending on the interest of the product and people searching. Yeah. So what I like about this is I'm providing value. Even if I make no sales or something, my videos are out there. They are showing the honest, you know, review. They're showing the interview. They're putting a product in a good light. So even months and weeks and months after it, even if I don't make sales, people are, you know, they want to. I'm still bringing it out there, the value. You know, if I could just slap it without any affiliate links or anything, and I'd still be happy. You know, broke but happy. Yeah,
of course. Do you mean when we all got businesses and stuff? So I totally understand. Like you say, there's probably, you know, there's the amount of people probably watch your videos that you know, to help them make their mind up, and then they click on someone else's bonus. It probably is, but you're delivering huge value, not just
exactly
vendor as well. So that's big, you know.
Yeah, awesome. All right, man. So thanks for coming once again. Really been a pleasure. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, and I'll see everyone inside the dashboard of Leadz.